Hey guys, in this video we are finding out the IRR. For that I have taken the project. The project cost is 110,000 and the project life is 4 years. We have inflows for the next 4 years. Before finding out the IRR, we need to understand what is IRR. It basically means that your present value of inflows and present value of outflows will be equal to at certain rate. That rate is called IRR. So when you're calculating NPV, there you will find some positive figure or negative figure because that is not exactly the potential of the project. Here in IRR, we will be finding out exactly what is the potential of a project. At this rate, all your inflows will be equal to all your outflows. So we'll see in this problem. First, we need to find out what is your average returns for the year. So this is your average. On an average you are receiving 35,000 rupees from your project, and we need to find out what is your payback period, which means that by when you will be getting back your own money on an average, or it's a rough figure, it's not an exact figure. We are spending 110,000 on a project, and which is giving 35,000 rupees on a yearly basis, which means 3.14 is our payback period. Okay, so now come to the point. We will be taking this on a trial and error basis. First we will be finding out your present value. It's some random number, so I'm taking 10% initially. So 10% is your present value, and we will be finding out what is your present value when you're discounting an amount or 1 rupee at 10% on a yearly basis. What I mean by that, equal to 1 divided by 1.1. So this is there are so many numbers, so we will be keeping it to 4 digits. So this is your present value of 1 rupee after 1 year at 10% discount. We have done for 1 year. We will be doing for the second year, third year, fourth year as well. Just observe me. So this is 3.1699, but we needed 3.14. Understand this point. When we are discounting at 1, we are getting 3.1699, but what we needed was this one, 3.14, which means we need to discount it at a higher rate. So I'm going it to the next one. We are present value at the rate of 12%. I'll do the same thing. I'm just copy pasting the formula so that we don't waste time. Now observe here, we have taken two discounting factors. One is at 10 and another is 12. So one is giving more than what we required. Like, I mean, when you're discounting at 10, it is going above what we required. And when we are going to discount at 12, which is giving lesser than what we require, which means that our IRR is lying between these two rates, 12 and 10. Now we got two factors. So we will plot it here. So now understand, when we are discounting it at 10%, it is giving us 1,12,738, which is more than what we required. Understand, we wanted to bring all our future cash flows into 1,10,000. But here, when we are discounting it at 10%, that is coming more than what we want. Again, when we are going to 12%, it is giving lesser than what we want. We needed 1,10,000. That is like a benchmark. When you are discounting it at 10%, that is giving me more number. When you are discounting at 12%, that is giving you less number. So our IRR lies between these two rates. So how do we do that? We are falling short of 2738 when we are discounting at 10%. So because we are not able to achieve our desired results, we are going to discount it at 12%, right? So what is the difference when we are discounting it with 10% and 12%? So 7329 is your difference. So our IRR will be 10%, that is a minimum, and difference between the rates that we wanted and the rate that we achieved. So that is 2738 divided by, and divided by what is the difference between the two rates. The rates is 4329. So this is 0. I'll just 0.6329, but we have changed it from 10% to 12%, right? So there is an increase of 2%. So we need to multiply this with 2. So 1.264 is the variation between what we wanted and what we achieved. So the ultimate our IRR will be 10% plus 1.265. So the IRR is 11.265. So what I mean by that, if I discount my inflows at 11.265 rate, all my inflows will be equal to my 1,10,000 which I spent initially. Okay, so we will check that also. It's just like a proof that we have done right. So here we have taken 1.1, which means 10%, right? Instead of 10%, we will take 1.1265. Okay, so which means that is 11.265 percentage. So I will do the same thing for all other things. So now you can observe that when we are discounting it at IRR that we found out, like 11.265, our all future cash flows equal to 1,10,000, which means that IRR signifies the rate at which all your cash inflows will be equal to all your cash outflows. Okay, so more of such videos in English, please subscribe to our channel, and I will be providing more videos in the same way. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.